Hi everybody, this is Brandon once again, and now I'm going to do my DVD and Blu-ray update for December of 2015. Yep. So I have 16 DVDs and 2 Blu-rays. Alright, so let's just get started. The first Blu-ray I got for Christmas, and it's a film starring Chris Pratt. And this is my first ever 3D Blu-ray, and it is Jurassic World. And I love this slipcover, by the way. It actually pops out. It's like lenticular. Yeah, and this dinosaur actually pops out. And I have seen this movie, and it is a pretty good movie. I mean, it's not amazing or perfect or anything, but it's pretty good. So yeah, Jurassic World. And this one I pre-ordered off of Amazon. This is the first time I ever pre-ordered a movie on Amazon, and I got it a few days before it came out. And it's directed by Robert Zemeckis, and it stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And this is an absolutely fantastic movie. You all need to check it out. And it is The Walk. I absolutely love this movie. I can't believe that it wasn't nominated for any Academy Awards. It should have won. Yeah, it's basically about this man named Philippe Petit. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I don't know. And his dream is to walk along the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, which is being shown on the front cover right there. And basically, he achieves his dream. And this happens when the World Trade Centers were being built in the early to mid 1970s. Yeah. And I was actually shocked by its PG rating. Should have been like PG-13. It would have been really perfect if it was. It says like rated PG for thematic elements involving perilous situations and for some nudity. Nudity in PG? Well, it does show him in his birthday suit in one scene, but I won't get into that. Language, brief drug references, and smoking. Okay. Yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend that you check it out. So yeah, The Walk. And the first 4 DVDs I got from FYE. And the first one stars Channing Tatum, Alex Pettyfer, Matt Bomer, Joe Manganiello, I don't know, and Matthew McConaughey. And this is quite a questionable title, but I did want to check this movie out. And I know my mom really enjoys this movie. She also enjoys the sequel, which she saw in theaters. And it's Magic Mike. And I haven't seen this one yet, so I'm just going to move on. Yeah, Magic Mike. The next one stars Denzel Washington and Gary Oldman. I haven't seen this one either, and it's The Book of Eli. So yeah, Book of Eli. And this one, I've seen bits and pieces of on YouTube, and it does look like a good movie. Actually, it looks like an amazing movie. And it's Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Here's Johnny! That's the image that they're showing right there. And this is my third Stanley Kubrick collection DVD. The first one I got was Clockwork Orange, which I bought, which I got a few years ago. And the other one I have is Full Metal Jacket, which I got last year. So yeah, The Shining. And this one stars, and the last one I got from FYE, it stars Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding Jr., Mars Chestnut, Lea Long, Angela Bassett, and Larry Fishburne as Furious. And it is Boys in the Hood, which surprisingly I've never seen. But I hope to check it out sometime. So yeah, Boys in the Hood. And the next two I got from Family Dollar. And the first one stars... Some of these names I can't pronounce except for Keira Knightley. And the movie is Bend It Like Beckham. Yes, I love this movie. It's so cheesy, but it's so good. I love it. So, yeah. Bend It Like Beckham. And the other one stars Alec Baldwin, Cate Blanchett, Louis C.K., Bobby Cannavale, Andrew Dice Clay, Sally Hawkins, Peter Sarsgaard, and Michael Stahlberg. And it's written and directed by Woody Allen. And it's Blue Jasmine, which I haven't seen, so I'll just move on. Blue Jasmine. And the next 7 I got from Walmart. And the first one is a double feature set. And yeah. And they're My Girl 1 and 2. And yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of the second movie, but I absolutely love the first movie. It's such a great film. It's a good kids movie. So, yeah. My Girl 2. The next one stars Steve Carell and Tina Fey. And it is Date Night. I watched this movie on, TV once, and I remember it being pretty funny. So, can't wait to, check this movie out again. So, yeah. Date Night. And the next one is a movie that lots of people don't like, but I actually thought it was quite hilarious. It stars Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman, and it's The Change Up. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty funny. Basically, Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds, switch bodies after peeing in a fountain. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, it's kind of like a Freaky Friday kind of movie. So if you like Freaky Friday, you might enjoy this. Which, of course, I'm a big fan of Freaky Friday. Just the Lindsay Lohan version, mostly. So, yeah. Change Up. The next one I also saw, and it's a pretty funny, it's a really funny, teen, kind of like a Mean Girls kind of movie. It stars Mae Whitman, Robbie Amell, Bella Thorne, and Ken Jeong. I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't know. And it's The Duff. And Duff stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend. And that's her right there. She's the Duff. And basically Bella Thorne is playing a Regina George kind of character, which is quite good for her. It's good on her resume, pretty much. Yeah. And this movie was it was quite funny. I do recommend you check it out. So, yeah. The Duff. The next one I also saw, and it stars Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. I watched this movie right away. It's so funny. And it's Neighbors. I love this movie. It's so good. Yeah. Basically, Seth Rogen, Seth Rogen and his wife and his little daughter right there. Basically, they're living in a completely typical neighborhood, a normal typical neighborhood, until Zac Efron comes along with his with his fraternity, and they buy the house next to them and make it into a frat house. And there's lots of parties and loud music and explosives and everything like that. And basically, Seth Rogen is trying to, like, basically keep the noise down. Although, Zac Efron is being pretty much an a-hole. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I love it. So, yeah. Neighbors. The next one I watched like a few times, and it stars Drew Barrymore and David Arquette, and it's a comedy with class, literally, and it's Never Been Kissed. I'm sure you've all seen this movie. I don't need to explain it. So yeah, Never Been Kissed. And the next one, lots of people really do not like this movie, but I think I haven't seen the movie in a really long time, but I watched it in middle school. That was like 5 years ago. And I actually enjoyed this movie. It was okay. And stars Steve Carell, which is a reason I like it, and Paul Rudd. It's from the director of Meet the Parents, so that's not that bad. Yeah. It's Dinner for Schmucks. And it's based on a French language, a foreign language comedy movie. So, yeah. I won't go any further on this. Many of you have already changed to another video after I shared this. But yeah, Dinner for Schmucks. Yeah, and that's all the stuff I got from Walmart. And then the last 3 I got from Salvation Army. And the first one is a Japanese film. I think it's a Japanese film. I don't know. Yeah. And I'm trying to get the Blockbuster sticker off of this so I could see, like, the awards and everything. Oh, there's 2 of them. Great. Just give me a minute, okay? I mean, got 6 Academy Award nominations, and it is Memoirs of a Geisha, or Geisha, whatever you call it, which I haven't seen yet, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, Memoirs of a Geisha. And the next 2 are a kids action comedy series directed by Robert Rodriguez. And they are the only ones out of this franchise worth picking up. Spy Kids 1 and 2. I love these movies. I've loved them ever since I was a kid. This is like the 2000s kid in me. Yeah, I'm sure you've all seen these movies. So yeah, that's that. So that's going to be it for my DVD and Blu-ray update for December of 2015. I know this is a little late, but I've been very busy. I really apologize for that. So, hope you all enjoyed, and see you later.